Hello, my name is Mackenzie Koonsman, and the population I chose to do my project on was the LGBTQ community. For some people, being honest about who they are can come with fear of judgment, exclusion, or even losing the people closest to them. This is a reality that many LGBTQ individuals face, and it often puts them in more vulnerable situations than others. To start, I'd like to start off with two appropriate terms for understanding purposes. The first one is sexual orientation. This is who you're attracted to. So, for instance, my sister is married to a man. She identifies as a woman. This is considered a heterosexual orientation. On the other hand, gender identity. Gender identity and sexual orientation oftentimes get mixed up, but gender identity is who you identify as internally. So, for example, I identify as a female. Next, I would like to talk about the demographics of the LGBTQ population. The size is very hard to determine, but approximately 3.5% of the US identifies as lesbian, gay, or bisexual, and 0.3% identify as transgender, which is around 9 million individuals. About 646,000 households are made up as same-sex couples. This is from the National LGBT Health Education Center. According to Williams Institute School of Law, District of Columbia, Oregon, Delaware, Vermont, and New Hampshire have the highest percentage of LGBTQ plus individuals. By population, California, Texas, and Florida are in top 3 for the largest number of LGBTQ adults. Everyone faces certain types of health risks depending on their race, gender, genetics, and background. The LGBTQ plus population specifically is at higher risks for certain things, one being the lack of health care. This is because they are less likely to have health insurance since they have decreased access to employer-sponsored health benefits. A lot of discrimination and stigma is also amongst this population, so a huge number avoids care or either delays it. Another risk is sexually transmitted diseases. In the US, 2 out of 3 gay men are diagnosed with HIV each year, and 28% in transgender women. Gay men also make up 75% of the syphilis infection, and 1 in 3 experience gonorrhea. Aside from diseases, the LGBTQ plus population is prone to other unhealthy risks such as smoking. Compared to heterosexual adults, an LGBTQ individual is twice as likely to smoke. Lesbians also have a higher risk of obesity and being overweight. And lastly, mental health issues. Gay men, lesbian, and bisexuals, experience higher levels of depression, anxiety, and are more likely to attempt suicide. In order to cope with these mental health issues, they often turn to substances, which then leads to substance abuse. Some specific and special difficulties socially that the LGBTQ population focuses on is discrimination, again, limited healthcare access, and economic disparities. Individuals experience higher rate of poverty and unemployment. They also have higher rates of homelessness due to family rejection. And legal issues also affect the LGBTQ population because legal protection against discrimination is very limited. Again, another huge factor is limited health care, but some other sort of factors that I want to talk about that block their need for health care are the simple need for experienced healthcare workers. Not many professionals are trained to meet the needs of an LGBTQ individual. Transgenders specifically are oftentimes called by the wrong name or denied. Because they're called by the wrong name, they are denied for insurances. Patients also have the fear of being outed and are sometimes feeling like their privacy is on the line or being invaded. And lastly, the cost of different things for the LGBTQ individuals is very high and limited. For example, according to the Gender Confirmation Center, gender affirming care can range from $1,500 to $50,000 depending on the surgery. Ways that can help LGBTQ individuals seek healthcare is simply by updating forms at the doctor's offices. Pronouns can be included along with their chosen name now. This will make them feel heard and included. Another way to make healthcare more inclusive is by adding certain things throughout the offices like a safe place or pride flags and educational things for an LGBTQ community. A huge factor that plays a role in ensuring healthcare for individuals is by training staff on sexual orientation, the LGBTQ population, and pronouns and names. Workers also need to know how to respectfully interact with them as well. Instead of referring to a girlfriend or boyfriend, they can instead refer to someone as a partner. The pamphlet I decided to use is from the New York State Foster Care Youth Leadership Advisory Team. I understand in this PowerPoint it's very hard to see, but I could attach a picture. I chose this pamphlet because their focus is mainly on youth, and I think this is huge because they are our future and something that can help them later down the line or now if they need that, but in the long run, this helps them. It has a lot of definitions, facts, and lists rights of youth and provides further information on them as well. For the LGBTQ community, I think they can view this as very supportive and provides a lot of helpful information for them. Lastly, I would like to introduce my multiple choice quiz to conclude my PowerPoint. The first question I have is, which state has the highest number of LGBTQ plus individuals by population? A, California, B, Kansas, C, Nevada, and D, Ohio. Number 2, which is the best way to be an LGBTQ ally? A, ignore them. B, laugh at them to fit in with others. C, go to pride events and encourage inclusion. Or D, call them derogatory names. And number 3, what is the most common infection for gay men? A, herpes, B, staph infection, C, viral infection, or D, HIV.